position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
The Grineer has no honor.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
troublemaker.
That's the enemy is at our base. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
I absolutely fucking hate people. Just stay the fucking time! Oh, Gary Mouse went live. Oh god. Snuffy also just went live, so I was stopping there. I was opened up Snuffy on my main computer, like, fuck it, I'll have it play on my second computer. I'm re-meeting so I can listen to Snuffy. That's what I usually do to bitches leave early. I'm gonna do a quick Steel Path mission, as, let's say, you know, practice. Let me click on this. As practice, I've never used my new Najah on Steel Path, so I'm gonna bring my Vitrica and my Najah to Steel Path and see how it goes, I guess. Because why not? I still need to complete Steel Path 2. So let's just go to Draco, I guess, and see how well it does. I don't want to do Steel Path. I don't want to go through the whole star chart in Steel Path, but I need to do it still, so here I am.
Your weapons make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
They have just shut down systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Of course I think Stalker. Yep, Stalker. Of fucking course. I don't really want to fight Stalker, you know? Honestly, I might just let him kill me, not gonna lie. Oh, hyena, ooh. No, that guy fucking care. Oh no, I died. Oh, I should have let my build get shot a lot more. Oh well.
Another life support capsule. Running out of time. Consider extraction.
Operating in my center, friend. Time to pay me dividend.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option.
I mean, from that quick little glance, you can see how good the weapon can be, I guess, against steel path enemies. So this is where we get a few options build-wise. With my mod ranks, I don't need a Forma if your Prime Breach was max rank, whereas mine's only rank 9. If your Prime Breach was max rank, you would need to put on one more Forma to replace that, or to be able to fit in Organ Shatter. But this is pretty much what my build would be, and I would probably swap. This is probably what I'm going to keep my build to be. Honestly, I'm probably just going to keep it one Forma. But if you wanted to, my build on Overframe is this. It's pretty much the exact same. I think this person's video has. Yeah, it's just mine's the exact same, except I have a different. So I look at a few of these builds. It's like the exact same. I just replaced I have a different stance, and then I have my mods in a different order layout. I prefer this layout for my mods or whatever. So I mean, we have like the exact same build here, but yeah, this is what I would do. Sadly, with this build though, if you want to, this is with everything max rank as well. But if you do it, where, because technically you can get rid of this, but I'd be one off. Since my Prime Breach is only ranked 9, it would fit, so I only need one form on my build. But if you wanted to do it like this, and then you wanted to do a build for, let's say, a frame that can't really heal themselves, or like, let's say, because Najah could have his warding halo to keep him safe there, That's why I wasn't, didn't really take any damage, so I didn't really need anything to heal me. But if you needed something heal yourself and you weren't going to use energy pads, then I would do healing return probably on this build. But obviously with this one, you're one drain off, so you'd probably have to put a Forma on your Berserker or your Weeping Wounds probably. I would do this one, but, I mean, you could do that one and do a D there. Then it would fit, and then you get rid of that for Organ Shatter. But I don't like seeing that red 11. So I personally would have just been lazy and would have done that, and then thrown, have it like this to where you can either have this build with 3 Forma, at least if your Prime Breach is max, or you could do a healing return here instead of Organ Shatter if you'd rather have more health instead of damage. But now that I got my, and I'm gonna just back out of that because but now that I have my build done, let's test it real quick against a few bad bullies in the simulacra. I could do Steel Path again, but you already saw how well it, you already saw it did decent in Steel Path without critical damage, and it can only be better with the crit damage. We were already hitting orange crits there. And already killing them decently well. It took a little bit, and it was a lot easier if I used my abilities and stuff, but it still did decent in general already. Let's see how it does against 175. And that's one thing that I don't like, because I did briefly look at this person's build, and I looked at his video, and okay, cool, he talks about it, he shows the build being built or whatever in here, it's cool, and then he shows, shows it in Simulacrum, but he only does it against level 100s. Now granted, he does it better where I did, he does Corrupted and then like Corpus and then Infested. I normally just do Corrupted only, but he's only doing level 100s, and I'm like, okay, yes, majority of players are going to be fighting only level 100 enemies. Majority of players are only going to be fighting level 100 enemies, but I want to crank up as many levels as I can. And I like to simulate invincibility, because normally if you're doing this, you're going to be if you're going to be fighting this high of level of enemies, you're going to make sure you're alive, generally speaking. I want to try this without using the aim glide ability. Plus, he mostly showed it, a few swings like this, and then he did the glass thing. I want to see how well the weapon performs out freeze him in place with glass. That I'm pretty sure that makes him a lot weaker. This is just spamming E, not doing any kind of combo pretty much. I mean, it did decent. It did decently well. Granted, a little bit of that was waiting for my combo counter to go up. Still definitely a good weapon. I wouldn't say I'll use it a lot. I'll definitely use a Guandao Prime a lot more than this. It's kind of a shame, I'd say, that... Kind of a shame that this weapon and the Guandao Prime came out at the same time. Because the Guandao Prime, I would say, is astronomically better than this. Maybe that's just me, just being nitpicky. Now, one thing I didn't do when leveling it, not that volt, not my purple volt, is I didn't take my meme speed volt. I absolutely hate max speed volts, but I do own one max speed volt. Pretty much, or maybe not max speed, but very, very high attack speed volt. I mean, obviously, you're taking a very, very fast volt. It's gonna kill him quickly. Actually, I want to see what the Guandao Prime is like with that. Because that was a lot of fun with that. The Guandao Prime, I would say, is definitely stronger. And this is, I'm pretty sure, my healing return Guandao. Not even my crit damage blowing out. And keep in mind, that was my weapon. You saw how well it did. Actually, that's actually a really nice thing I did, though. You saw how well the Vitrica did against Steel Path enemies. Granted, they weren't level 175, but they also probably had the more higher armor bonus and stuff from being Steel Path enemies that made them just so strong. But you saw how well it did, you know, how decent it did against Steel Path, and then how, you know, without Organ Shatter, than how it did with Organ Shatter against 175 Bombards. So that's kind of like an equal comparison. Now let's try how this weapon does. Organ Shatter and my Volt Speed. This is my messed around bullet. Like, hey, I don't want to do anything. Let's just attack because I have no reason to other than just attack as fast as I can. That's fun. And one thing I wanted to test was recently. Oh no, I'm even continuing the stream anymore. Recently, let me see. Let me open this up too, so I can check out my stream, make sure no one's watching anything. I got a comma ribbon and I rolled it and I got negative 59% attack speed on my comma ribbon. So I thought I'd just make it as memey as I can, because with the 122 crit damage on here and the 109, you know, with that crit damage, I thought I have so much crit damage. I got 6.7 crit multiplier, then I threw critical chance on here, and then with my whole build all combined together on Warframe here. And you apply conditionals, you get 188.4 crit chance with 6.7 crit multiplier. I did it just as like a meme build, just to mess around with and have fun with, really, is all I did this for. And it's a lot of fun with how slow you attack this thing. It's not as slow as my plasma sword, but for a comma, I never thought I'd be using a slow comma. I've never seen anyone mess around with like a slow comma before. It can get slower than this technically, but you know, this, you know, slow comma, and then you use my Volt Speed and it's still super slow. Oh, there it goes. You know, it's really fast and my Volt Speed added onto it. I mean, this weapon completely, utterly sucks. At least this build does. I mean, it's built to have really high crit chance and crit damage, but it doesn't have like any status or any damage mods on it. Pretty much, it completely sucks. But it's fun to mess. You know, it's one of those fun meme builds, and I like seeing how you know how slow it can be. Let's grab this energy. You know, it's this super slow, pretty much. It's even faster because I got my Berserker or whatever, I think, or something. No, Arcane Strike speeding up. Let me wait for that to go away. I mean, like, look how slow this thing is. It's super slow. Probably Volt Speed. Pretty fast. Faster than at normal attack speed. Then I had the fun of, you know, my Plasma Sword, which is the slowest attacking speed melee in the game, with my Riven, negative 63% attack speed on it. This is an old build, but, you know, it works, I guess. About 0.113 attack speed. This thing just attacks super slow. I mean, yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure this is faster than normal attack speed on the weapon without my slow ribbon on it. And this is without Arcane Strike going off either, too. It's kind of funny. Alright, I'm going to end the stream here because that's all I wanted to check out. But yeah, the Vitrica, not bad, I guess. Vitrica, I don't know what you want to call it, the O. This is actually my first time unequipping Najah Prime since he came out. Alright, but yeah. Not a bad weapon, I guess. I wouldn't say I love it, but since it has that 0.833 attack speed, I think it might be fun to see how low of a negative attack speed you can get on the weapon with the Riven, and see it, and see how much you can meme around with like negative attack speed on this weapon as well. But you know, not bad, I guess. And yeah, I mean, just get it. I mean, it's mastery if you ask me. To me, pretty much, if you can get it, get it. See, that's all I was missing here. Now I have 591 out of 591. more of a meme weapon for me. You know, I'm probably never gonna use this again. Not gonna lie. I personally still prefer my Galatine Prime. I know the Grand Prime, I'm pretty sure, is the strongest heavy blade in the game. I just never liked the attack speed on the Grand Prime, and I'm pretty sure. No, I haven't used my Galatine since in a long time. Yeah, like yes, I got corrosive on here. That needs to be changed to viral. See, it's been a long time since I used my Galatine Prime. But I mean, Galatine Prime versus Grand Prime, yeah, like Grand Prime has a slower attack speed, but higher crit chance, crit damage, status. Less slash, but more impact and puncture, for more base damage. So pretty much almost everything about the Grand Prime is better than the Galatine Prime. It's just that 0.8 attack speed makes me just be like, yep, I'd rather use a Galatine over the Gram. And pretty much the same thing with the Vitrica, that 0.833 attack speed. I personally would rather just use the Galatine Prime, just because it has a higher attack speed by default. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to continue to hang myself, because I'm currently working on going through every Prime area in the game and putting builds on the ones I didn't have builds on previously. Like, I had a build on the Quanta Vandal. I did not have a build on the Quanta, because the Vandal is better than the regular. Rubico, I already had a build on before Rubico Prime came out. So yeah, I'm going through like Simular. I don't have a build on, but I have a build on the Sinoid Simular. I don't have a build on Strun, but the Strun Wraith has a build. So on, so on. Super Vandal does, Supra doesn't. So I absolutely hate the Quanta, and I'm going to kill myself because I just need to level this up one more time, and then I can never use it again. So finally.